Sure?
Han Han.
Literally, I've never been so informal on my own channel. But I guess, I don't know today. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Jasmine from Jazz Draws Art, and I'm super self-conscious about saying this in front of somebody that's looking at me. Say hello to one of my absolute best friends, Brittany.
Heyo!
Heyo! As you can tell, we're close. We're close.
Well, we're not close, because we're at our own houses, because COVID.
Because
but,
COVID.
You know, close.
Close enough. What we are doing today is we are going to be doing kind of like a best friend tag, but to make it art, I'm drawing us in like Disney outfits. I'm going to be wearing Belle's blue dress, and Brittany's going to be wearing Snow White's peasant dress. Snow White and Sleeping Beauty!
Sleeping Beauty! Aurora!
Aurora! Oh yeah, by the way...
Oh, sorry.
That's just a taste of Brittany singing. As I was going to say, Brittany has a singing YouTube channel.
I swear I sound better than that.
Do you want to plug your channel? Say your socials?
Yeah, it's just Brittany, so have fun trying to find it.
I'll put the link to it in my description, yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna put the link.
You see Brittany and I together. It's quite the height difference, but it's also quite the combo. You know what's ironic is that our friendship nicknames with each other are Buzz and Woody. I'm Buzz, and she's Woody because, wow, are we, Disney
stupid.
nerds. Oh, okay.
But
we're stupid.
No, we're stupid because, after we, gave each other those names, we're like, wait, the height difference, though, is reversed.
The reason why I'm Buzz is because I love space, and you're Woody because you're a bit more of the classic kind, always there kind of thing. You have more of
And I say yeehaw a lot.
Honestly.
Well, too much, actually.
I just realized I'm drawing in my style, not Disney. Let's not do that.
How dare you?
Alright, best friend tag. How did we meet?
Church.
A
long millennia ago. We actually knew each other for a while.
Before
but
talking.
We weren't actually friends, close friends, like how we are now, till, almost, is it coming up 3 years now?
Wasn't it, 2017? I think so.
Well, I think.
Anyway, it feels like a lifetime.
It feels like a lifetime, yeah. So we knew each other for a while, but then we became close recently. And indestructible.
Why don't we share the way we got close the first time we hung out?
We found out we liked Marvel and Disney, and voila.
In common.
It was,
and Brittany
voila.
Invited me to go see Captain Marvel with her.
Yep. That dates our friendship. That was our first friend date.
Yeah, that was the first time we went out and did something together.
And saw the true sides of each other.
I made Brittany laugh so hard for 10 minutes straight because I said, "Ding dong, you're wrong," and she could not stop laughing.
It's the greatest thing ever.
So that's how I knew that she was gonna be my friend. That's when I knew.
And then I knew when we were trying to leave Captain Marvel. For those of you who really don't know me at all, I'm an amputee. Yeah. Which means that I have a prosthetic leg, which I despise with every, being. But, after we were watching Captain Marvel, I got up too quickly and I forgot to adjust my leg. So as I started walking, my leg started twisting the opposite way. And I'm going downstairs too, which are the bane of my existence as well. And I just kept on going, and once we were done with the stairs, I was literally dragging my leg. The only way that it was still connected was through my pants. And she was just like, Brittany, and I'm like, it's fine, just let's keep going.
It was so funny because I'm like, what if the people behind us didn't know because of the pants she was wearing that she has prosthetic leg, and so her, literally her kneecap was facing backwards and she was walking.
My foot was facing the opposite way, everything, and it was just dragging, and she was just going along with it, and I'm like, yep, she's a keeper.
Also, I made some, okay, I'm not a bad person, I'm not. She said it was okay, but I can make jokes.
Anybody can make jokes, but there is a line.
Yeah, there is a line, and I have not crossed it as far as I know.
Yet.
That I make about, her having prosthetics. And so...
non-existent hands.
I mean, really, when we went to go see Toy Story 4, which we both agree is trash, it's absolute trash. But,
just like Forky, it's trash.
See, Forky was the only saving grace of that movie, honestly.
It's true. That's a hot take for you right there.
But, the part where Bo Peep takes her arm off and puts it back on, we were both like, hey, that's you! And
hey, me! And at the same time, I tapped her on the arm and both of us turned to each other and like, it's me!
Is that the same time that we were eating olives in the theater?
Yeah! When we were trying... Okay, we are the worst with planning these things out.
We always do it! We know, we were we're not going to do it, but we always do it.
We're not going to eat beforehand. We're going to get food afterwards because there's going to be more time. Plus, neither of us drive, so we're like, hey, we're either going to take the bus or we're going to have our parents drop us off. That sort of fun stuff. And so that time, I think we took the bus there, right? Yeah. And then we went over to Famoso because we're like, ooh, it's real close. We can make it. We go in there and we waited for 20 minutes just to talk to the waiter, pretty much. And then she finally came, took our orders, and we looked at our phones and we're like, okay, we got 10 minutes to get over there.
This isn't even for preview. This is the movie, buying tickets and then getting in, finding seats, and then starting the movie. We hadn't even bought tickets yet.
It was so bad. And so our food literally came and we're like, hi, can you pack this up?
I chugged a Coke so fast and it hurt because the bubbles, and it was so cold and I have really sensitive teeth, and so I was just crying in pain. Brittany was laughing and we were just pack up the olives!
We're like, quick, the olives! And then we had some artichoke dip with bread.
So much bread!
There was so much bread, and so we literally, we brought that into the movie theater.
We brought it.
And then I forgot about it after we, ran for our lives to go and, sit down in this movie theater. We're in the movie literally just started. I think it was, after, the first scene or something. And then Jasmine leans over and she's like, hey, Britt, do you want it all of them?
I had it in my fanny pack, okay?
That was my favorite moment ever. It was just so quiet. I'm paying attention to the movie. I'm in the zone, guys. I was fully in the zone. I'm getting into it. And then I just see Jasmine just lean over, and then all of a sudden, feeling like she's a drug dealer, being like, hey, Britt, do you want all of them? I'm like, what?
We talked way too much, and also, by the way, there were little kids there. We were the only adults that weren't parents.
Yeah.
In the entire theater. And we talked we're normally not those people. We're not.
Yeah.
But
it was probably just the mood that we were in and everything.
We honestly could not stop.
Something was in that bread, let me just say that.
Something was in the bread.
Pretty much.
And then we walk out, and we're still finishing the olives and spitting out the pits, and then, like, the employees just did not even care. They're, like, honestly, like, I understand. I worked a public service job. I know what it's like to not give a crap what people are doing in the theater.
Pretty much. It's like, please just don't make a mess. That's all I ask. But there obviously is no promises for that.
I've also brought in McDonald's fries and like half a burger in my fanny pack into the theater and eat it. That was a different movie we saw. Because we made a poor decision. We're like, we're early. Let's go into the Walmart that has a McDonald's and eat lunch. And literally, it's like, crap, we have to walk over to the movie theater. I didn't realize it was going to take 15 minutes. And it's like, oh, the movie's going to start soon. We haven't bought tickets. And so we're like, we're not going to do that again. And of course, we always do it.
We always do it. We never learn from our stupid mistakes with movie theaters and eating. Like, my goodness.
We have poor judgment. Very, very poor judgment. And honestly, we've said we're not going to do it. What do you want to bet? What do you want to bet? At some point, we're going to do it again.
Phenomenal egg, I'll tell you that much.
Tell them about how we tried to go to the bus stop after that.
Oh my word, don't get me started. So, this is after the Toy Story 4.
So after we had to skedaddle with our olives. And we were going to bus home.
Olives was a bad part. My goodness.
You don't know anything.
You don't know anything until you know this. So, we're like, okay, we need to get back to the bus stop so we can go back to Jasmine's place because we were going to hang out like a few hours afterwards because why not? And so we're like, okay, Jasmine, we're going to use your GPS to find the bus stop. We're walking around. We passed probably like 3 bus stops already, and I'm like,
none of them were the right ones.
None of them are the right ones. She's like, hey, it's behind the store. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of weird, but sure. It's South Common, whatever. There's roads everywhere. It's fine. So we start walking. And walking. And walk some more. And then all of a sudden...
Cross the street a few times.
We go behind stores with, like, the back alleys and everything. And then, hey, we hit construction. And the construction workers are just staring at us like, hello? We're like, don't mind us. We're going along. Like, it's fine. Just keep doing a great job, guys. It's great. Just don't mind us. And then turns out there's a train track.
Oh, well, you missed the part where there's a fence. And like the fence will end, and then we can cross through the grass. It's a shortcut. The fence does not end. There's a train track. There's like a bunch of different intersections that are like connecting to a highway. And I then realized that the bus stop we wanted to go to was in front of IKEA, like 10 blocks away. And it was like 2 minutes to the bus coming that we would have had to have been there. And so I gave up. And I called an Uber.
You gave up. I gave up. I was like, I don't see no bus stop here. And she's like, no, the fence is going to end. I'm like, yeah, the fence is going to end my butt. Like, what lies are you speaking of, woman?
My other friends can also attest to my inability to read a map and give directions. Because this is not the first time I've done this.
It was the first time with me.
Yeah, and it was the last time. No, it wasn't the last time, actually.
With me being an amputee, I can't walk for that long because energy is not a thing for me. And we kept walking and walking, and we passed the construction workers again, and again they looked at us strange. We're like, please don't look at us right now. We don't need this.
I'm ashamed.
So we went back to the front of like the stores and everything. And I was like, Jasmine, for the love of everything good in this world, call an Uber, please.
Yep.
So we did. And we made it back to her place. Yeah, and that's the fun adventures of Brittany and Jasmine.
You know what? I even have some of those clips, so if I can find them and like upload them, I might include them in the video, just so you can see how utterly done Brittany was with me that day.
I was so old.
You just kept screaming, trash!
Because I was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Brittany, how do you like spending the day with me today?
What a day, let me just say that.
You know, when you're like, yeah, we'll get food after the movie, it's fine. Then you get food and then it's like 5 minutes till it starts and we get there when it's supposed to start. I have fries in my fanny pack, we eat it through the movie. The movie sucks.
The movie's trash.
And then I'm like, yeah, we just gotta catch the bus, it's easy. And then
what do we get up to? A fence.
And then you walk down the back alleys.
I'm gonna get shot and I'm not ready. I'm gonna get shot. Oh my god.
I'm like, we'll just walk around the fence and it literally keeps going.
It keeps on
and then it's fenced on the other side.
Ah!
You got a friend in me.
Trash!
I'm a fantastic friend, right?
Yes, you are. Just not with directions.
Just no directions. Can't you wait till I can drive? Be your perfect day.
Spending it with you.
Ah.
Let's not do a movie and food, because that'll be stressful.
Food after. Food after.
Honestly, like, I love thrift stores a lot, so maybe, like, spending a day, like, going to a really cool thrift store and whatnot, because I just love, like, walking around in them and being like, these are, like, really trashy things, but they're so cool. And then, like, that's literally, like, where I get all of my clothes and my movies and my books. Pretty much, like, everything in my room is from the thrift store. So, I love it a lot, so something dealing with the thrift store, obviously. And then, maybe having a dance party at night, like in a field or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like stargazing mixed with a dance party, and then like when we're tired we can just turn on like slower music and just like lay on our backs and watch the stars and stuff, because that would be amazing.
Stargazing's always great.
Yeah, that's the more realistic perfect day, but my like my idealized perfect day is meeting Tom Hiddleston, aka the love of my life.
Fair.
I love him a lot, and that's an understatement.
Very, very, very much an understatement.
Honestly, like, just being in the same room with him, like, I'd be good. I don't care if, like, I don't even need to meet him. Just being in the same room with him, I could die happy, honestly. But if it's going along with my idealized perfect day, getting a nice big hug from him would just be the cherry on top. Oof. Yep. Anyways, I can go on about that man, but I won't, because I can go on a long tangent.
We really do like our fictional characters and celebrity crushes. We very much do.
Really, really do. It's kind of a problem, but it's a problem we love.
Not a problem I need to fix anytime soon, I'm telling you that.
Yep, pretty much. It's the only thing getting me through quarantine.
Same.
And then I think ending off the night with like watching a Disney movie or an old Hollywood movie, because lately I've been like really, really loving those movies.
Mm-hmm.
And fabulous.
My ideal day, and I'm talking ideal, perfect day, is going to a major Comic-Con with my friends.
Oh, yes!
And just going to panels and meeting my favorite people, like my favorite celebrities. Like that's it. Like that or a concert for like a band I really like.
Oh.
My favorite band's Marion Trench, and I've seen them many times. But if there was a band I'd like to go see now, there's so many like classic bands I wish I could go see. Like if Queen was still, you know, with Freddie Mercury, oh my gosh,
That'd be amazing.
But, like, I would be really happy with seeing Marianas Trench or Fall Out Boy or something like that. Backstreet Boys, stuff like that. Brittany has seen
Backstreet Boys.
Well, I've met Marianas Trench.
So good! Oh my gosh. That was probably, like, the best concert I ever been to, was seeing Backstreet Boys. It's so awesome.
So good.
Anyway.
So, yeah, mine's definitely that. And then getting to eat, I'm very, very, like, easy to please. I really would be really happy with pasta or, like, Wendy's.
Yep.
I am
We're like
super
the same
easy
with,
to
like,
please.
food tastes.
Mm-hmm.
We both love our pasta. So, yep.
So that kind of stuff is definitely, like, my ideal day. And then I love stargazing. I love space. So, like, either actually going stargazing or going to, like, what do you call it? Where it's like an indoor thing, but they project it on the ceiling.
Oh, like the Telescope of Science thing?
Yeah. Yeah, where it's like an indoor thing that you go to.
Planetarium?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I mean, that's good too, because, I mean, not everywhere is going to have the perfect conditions.
Yeah.
But, like, ideally, it would be, you know? But,
yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely would just do... I'm not that hard to please. I really, really, really miss concerts and Comic-Con. And I'm not somebody who tends to like to travel. I'm super homebody, but even a homebody and an introvert can want to go somewhere after not for the longest time. And I'm dying to go to Comic-Con. I really, really want to meet certain people. I got to meet Stan Lee, so, I mean, I'm pretty set, but still. Dreams. Celebrity would you want as your other best friend and why? And let's try and do it without it being just because we have a crush on them.
Yeah.
There's some celebrities I'm like, I know that if I met you in person, we would be friends. Like, it's, like, you can just tell. Some of them are like, okay, it's not really a celebrity, but it's a YouTuber. I just think that, like, if I ever got to, like, really know Markiplier, he and I would just have so much in common and, like, talk all the time. Like, we would really get along. The kind of things we've been through is really compatible.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a hard one. It's like, oh,
I think you and Selena Gomez would do pretty well.
Yeah. I love Selena Gomez like so much. I've been a fan of hers from like the very beginning of her career, and I've been following her ever since. Like, not stalkish. Not stalkish.
No, just following like her success
just
and
her
stuff.
career and success and stuff like that. Like, I knew her from Barney. Like, we go way back. And then when I saw her in Wizards of Waverly Place, I'm like, it's the girl from Barney! And I just watched it, and then I found out she had a music career, like she was starting out her music and everything. I got her first CD. It was my first CD.
Whoa.
My birthday. And
that was your
everything.
first CD?
Like, oh, yeah.
Oh.
It was great. And I pretty much have all of her CDs except I think the last two? Maybe? No, I think it's just the last one. No, wait, yeah, because she just came out with her Spanish album. So yeah, it would be the last two that I don't have, which I really want to get. Anyways, I'm going off on a little tangent. Yeah, Selena Gomez would be really cool. And, oh, there was someone else that came into my mind. Hold on. Pinterest, help me out. We love Pinterest.
We do. I, for the longest time, didn't use it, and then I got addicted to Outlander, and then I got it.
You're like, that's enough of that. Let's go.
I need more pictures and GIFs all the time. And now I just use it to make my life easier.
Mm-hmm. Oh crap, what's her name?
Man, you're really getting a Disney waistline right now.
Think skinny thoughts! Okay, I don't think that you know her, but, she's from Vampire Diaries. Her name is Candace Okela King. I probably butchered her middle name. I'm so sorry, Candace. But she's in Vampire Diaries, and she plays the character Caroline and whatnot, and she's just like, she's super cool. I love her. Like, her character is also, like, my favorite in that series, but, she has, like, her own podcast right now, and it's just talking about, like, all of these different struggles that, like, women go through or whatever, and she's just like, yeah, things happen, but it's fine. kind of deal. But she's super cool, and she also sings, which I found out, like, through the show, because a couple times, like, the character would sing, and I'm like, wait, what? And I actually just found out that she was a backup singer for, like, Hannah Montana. Like, when she would actually, like, go on tours and stuff.
Oh
like,
my.
She was one of her backup dancers and singers. I'm like, wow! This is crazy. Yeah, she would be super cool.
Yeah, there are just some people that you see and they're just like, oh my gosh, we would get along so well. And another one, I mean, yes, I do have a crush on him, but I liked him before I had a crush on him. Hugh Jackman. He's like the nicest human being you could ever.
Hugh Jackman.
I love that man.
Yeah, we're gonna share him.
The collective
husband. Crush, but like friend-wise too. He seems like such a sweetheart, honestly.
He is just such a pure, like, positive, kind human being.
He's so funny too. Oh my word.
Like him with Ryan Reynolds.
Yes. Oh my goodness. And then it's like perfect for me too, because like he has like musical theater background, and like that's my life. I love musical theater so much, and like that's my dream job, is to be like on Broadway and stuff like that. But like I could talk to him about musicals and like get tips from him and stuff like that. And it just was such a fun time. Like honestly, it'd just be like so much fun.
He would just I respect.
And I know that he would give like the best advice for like anything.
And hugs.
And hugs, yeah. He would like crush us though.
I want to be crushed.
Like, let's go.
I'm ready.
Like, day and life made.
Do you need anything else in life than Hugh Jackman crushing you in a hug?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Yep. Honestly. Yeah. He'd be fabulous.
I don't know what's going on with the nose I drew for myself, but it looks so weird. We have 2 different noses. I'm gonna fix your nose. We're going for princess, not dopey. That's better.
I'm not Snow White!
No, you're not. But I'm just saying, you had a dwarf's nose for a little bit there. Yeah.
We love that.
Let's be honest, if I was a Disney character, I'd love it if I could be Belle or something, but most likely I'm Scuttle. I mean, really.
Yep. I don't know who I would be.
I could totally see you being a princess, though. You have way more of, like, the angelic voice and the presence, and then there's me.
I feel like I would be a mix of, this is going to be, like, a really, like, random mix, but I feel like I could be, like, a mix of, like, Cinderella and, Charlotte from Princess and the Frog. Just because, like, her personality, but, like, well, I guess you said, like, before that I had kind of, like, the voice of, Aurora, so I guess I could change that to Aurora.
I mean, that's like the dress you're getting right now.
Perfect. So, I would be, like, the personality of Charlotte with the voice of Aurora, I think.
I mean,
plus they're both blonde, so it works.
Yeah, I'm definitely through and through a Scuttle. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I like can be super confident in things that are like just not true. Because that's me. What do you do when no one else is around?
Are we really calling each other out?
We both know.
I know, but no, it's like, it's weird, but it's fine. I pretend, this is so weird saying this out loud, okay. Wow, totally calling myself out right now.
Share what you want.
I see that other people do it, like, off of TikTok, so I think I'm okay. I pretend that, like, my future husband or, like, my favorite fictional characters are in the room, and I just talk to them about, like, anything, whether it's, like, a made-up situation, or it's, like, literally I'm in a situation and I'm like, hey, I need to talk to you about this. Or else I pretend that I'm on a talk show.
Oh man, what do I do when no one's around? I like to sing along to music as loud as I can to annoy my neighbors on purpose. I don't like my neighbors, they're not nice people. If they're watching this, you know who you are.
Which is a slim chance.
Yeah, very, very slim chance. You know who you are. Mostly, I'm not that interesting though. When no one's around, I pretty much just like to sit on my couch in the living room. And if you think that's not something, I spend most of my time in my room. And it's like, oh, people aren't here? Well, I can sit on the couch.
Yep.
So that's about as exciting. Oh, also, I will eat as much whipped cream as I can.
Yep. What was your personality through videos? Like, Vines or, like, any YouTube videos or anything like that? Like, if you had, like, if you could choose, like, 3 people from, like, those kinds of videos, who would it be?
Oh, people? Because I was going to say, if it's just videos, I was going to say SpongeBob track remixes of their songs. It's definitely one of them.
You can do that, too.
I mean, that's definitely me. I do that. I listen to that kind of stuff. I like the really old memes.
Because they're bold.
I definitely think you would be Thomas Sanders. Definitely, like with the singing and the goofball and yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to place yourself sometimes, because I can tell better what you are than I am myself.
Well, I'll pick an easy one. Where Una's honest.
Oh, I miss Una's honest. Yes.
Like, straight up, where Una's honest. Like, that's just a given.
Really, though. Like, Una's honest, that was my lifeblood of a thing. And, the fact that you did not know what a square was kind of hurt my soul, but...
Shut up.
But it showed how accurate you were to being like Ethan.
In the video, they're like, okay, pick up the square, and they picked it up, and I'm like, that's a triangle!
And I'm like, that's all!
That's a square! I'm like, don't you know your shapes? That's a triangle!
And I'm like, no!
We literally, like, had this argument for, like, 5 minutes. Probably more.
Well, for the first
like,
little bit, I just stared at you. I didn't even say anything.
I'm like, I'm not dumb. I went to kindergarten. I swear to you.
And I just sat there blinking. I'm like, I cannot believe this.
Yeah.
And the worst part is that, like, your family, like, your dad does, like, construction, your brother does construction, and you're like,
construction? No.
I'm like, how do you not know this, Brittany?
Yeah. Blonde.
Blonde. Yeah.
Oh, going back to, like, the YouTube thing, I think I am a mixture of, like, the bus lady, the from her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also the rainbow sponge lady.
Yeah.
Because I swear that's gonna be me when I'm old. Like,
wow!
out, guys.
Wow!
Look at all of those wiggles. Like, that's gonna be me. Oh my god.
I'm Kazuki Lele.
Oh my word, yes. And then I'm also the, what's it called? The Titanic, the flute Titanic guy.
Yeah.
That's me too.
Yeah.
Especially like at the climax of the song and he rips his shirt. Oh my word, it's so funny. I love that.
We really do like the memes.
We love the memes.
Alright, I'm on to coloring now.
Coloring! I love coloring.
I hate coloring. Try being an artist, and it's like, okay, I just spent forever making this look right now. I have to fill it in. Mind you, with digital, it's not so bad, but it's bad in a different way. It's like there's pixels that you have to make sure you fill in, otherwise it'll color in the whole page, and it's just, yeah. But otherwise, it's not bad.
I like the actual coloring. Like, you get out a coloring book and you go at it. Yeah, that's me.
I
I'm
used
still
to.
a kid. Shut up.
I'm just a kid, and life is a
nightmare.
Just brush past that like that didn't happen.
They don't stop coming.
And they don't stop coming.
They don't stop coming. They don't stop coming.
Better question. What YouTube video would you think I am? Or person that from Vine or whatever? Because I said you were Thomas Sanders. What would you say I am?
Oh. What's that? Right now I feel like the kid. Have you ever had a dream where you that you I literally feel like that kid right now. Anyways, vines, things. I need to do research. Give me a hot minute. I know, like, I can think of them, but, like, I can't pinpoint. Or normal middle. Okay. I need to see a reaction for this one. Okay. You are literally that lady from the Vine I don't need friends. They disappoint me.
That is me. That is through and through me.
That's you, and you can't fight me on it.
No, I'm not. It's pretty fitting, I have to say.
Yeah.
Also, I think we're both a little bit of Chaz Smith. You know, like he's like watermelon, skitty-teetles, and stuff like that.
Yes. Oh, you're. I'm like totally calling you out on these. There's the one vine where I think it's the mom. She's holding up like a spray bottle, or it's maybe like a water gun, and she's just holding it straight at her kid. And then he zooms up on her kid and he goes, "Shoot me."
Yeah. Yeah. That is me. We can have pretty dark humor. I mean, that doesn't even scratch the surface at all.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. I promise you that. And then I think just to top everything off, this is me too. Hold on, I can take a Ginger Skins character. Hold on. I can't do it. Hold on. Why don't we just turn on the radio and relax?
Yeah. I love Mr. Mosby. And it's like the distorted one too, so it's like his face is all like wavy and everything. Definitely.
There you go. That's your 3.
That's my 3.
Oh, that's so good. I can't really pinpoint like a creator because you're honestly like a mix of so many.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
Is mayonnaise
an instrument? No, Patrick. Mayonnaise is not an instrument.
Hey. Hey, Patrick. How many mattresses are there?
10.
Wow. Cool. You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
Bye, Squidward! Bye, Mr. Krabs! Bye, Squidward. Hey, you said bye, Squidward twice. I like Squidward.
I like Squidward.
Well, where would you go?
Ooh. You pretty much already know this, and I already know your answer too.
Yeah, but the people at home do not know.
They don't. I love like the 30s and the 40s, that kind of era. Not dealing with the war. Like,
yeah, not the dirty 30s.
Not like the Great Depression, but like I want to be there because I literally listen to that music like every single morning when I wake up. I play that music and it's the best start of my day. And then like I just love that style and just like I don't know, there's something about that era. I like love it so much. And yeah, it's just like it's so great. I would just love to go there and just jazz it out.
Jazz!
Yes!
You like jazz?
You like jazz?
We all know my answer. And I don't know, I'm pretty sure I talked about this on my channel once, but I don't know which video it is. I like the aesthetic and dresses and stuff of the 50s. Don't want the time period because of wife beating and all that. But the 80s are where I live. Yep. I honestly think I was born in the wrong generation sometimes because it's like the 80s are just, I could die happy if I got to spend a day in the 80s.
And that's me for like the 30s and 40s.
Like, yeah, some of the clothes were tacky, but not all of them. And like the hairstyles and stuff, I wouldn't have like teased my hair, I probably still would have been a bit more me, but I love the movies, I love the music, I love like the way people would actually spend time with each other, go roller skating, go to the movies, like drive-in movies. I love the way, like, you could go to a concert, like, anytime, because there's so many going on. Like, there are just things that were becoming new that are now classics. Like, you imagine being around when that came out? I mean, some of you might have actually been there, and I envy that. But, like,
Yeah.
especially if you were, like, being a kid would be great, but being a young adult, which is what my parents were, there's so many things that you could have done. I just, I can't imagine. I would die to have that kind of stuff.
Honestly. Yeah. We're just fully convinced that we were born at the wrong time.
It's like, why, like, the 90s were fine. Can't remember it, but I grew up with residual.
The last year of the 90s.
I was born in the second last year. But when you have older siblings, though, you kind of get to experience it because all of their stuff was 90s. And so you basically get it through them.
True.
Okay, if you were president, but in our case, prime minister, because, you know, Canadian, what's the first thing you would work to change in the country? I know that I had this question when I was a kid, but I was very little kid, and so what I said is that I would ban all alcohol and cigarettes and just get rid of it, and any people that had a problem were kicked out of the country. I do not condone addictive bad habits.
Cool. I think I would just, like, change the way that people can, like, become, like, immigrants and stuff. Like, change that whole system so it's easier.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that, so it's not, like, such a pain.
Yeah.
Trying to be like, I'm trying to get away from the bad country, just let me live here. And I'm like, okay, here you go. Like, obviously, like, taking, like, the proper protocols and stuff for it, but, like, an easier and faster way to do that. But I don't know how to do that.
Do you believe in aliens? Not in the way that people think.
Do you believe in love?
I do think that there are, like, space is infinite, and there's definitely, I think there's no way that we can be the only form of life. I'm not saying little green men, I'm not saying, like, extraterrestrials that fly around in a ship. I'm saying, you know, there could be bacteria on another planet and stuff that's not native to us, right?
Yeah, because we're in a small galaxy in the universe.
Like space literally goes on forever, and you think we're the only living things.
Yeah, like, I think that there's multiple Earths, and there's, like, so many different kinds of people, which I think would be so cool if we could find that out, like, one day, and being like, did they go through, like, the same things as us? Do they even look like us? Like, that'd be, like, super cool to find out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, compare, like, inventions and languages. That would be kind of whack. And, like, just, like, everything, like, every little invention, that would be, like, super, super cool. But, yeah, I don't believe in aliens in that sense. I just believe that there's other worlds out there that are like ours.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna get into religious stuff because we are, but we understand not everyone is, and I don't want to start anything. But it
just makes sense.
Yeah,
from, like, just our small universe.
Like, there's many planets out there that can support life, and I definitely think there are at least some. Like, there's no way we could know.
Mm-hmm.
But no, like, I don't want to sound culty, but, like, no, it makes sense.
Like, we're just a tiny speck.
Like, if you're gonna ask me if I believe in leprechauns, no. No, I don't believe in leprechauns. An alien only means it's not from where you are. That's all. So, It's not so hard to believe. Okay, next question before
Not
people...
Marvin the Martian.
Or my favorite Martian, played by Christopher Lloyd. I love that movie. This is a good one. What songs would make up the soundtrack of your life?
Wow. Oh, that's so hard.
One of mine would definitely, well, because, I mean, if I could have all of the Marianas Trench, that'd be great, but, I mean, which it can be, but, I would say specifically, Beside You, because that's my favorite song of all time. It's just such a comforting song. I love that. Probably Queen song, if I had to pick one. Like, We Are the Champions, I guess. It's one of my hype songs.
I love Don't Stop Me Now. That's my hype.
I mean, like, it's hard to pick Queen at all, because I love all of their stuff.
They're all so good.
Okay, I won't say all of it, because I don't like that YouTube's like, recommended for you, and it was Don't Try Suicide. It's not really worth it. That's a Queen song. That's an actual Queen song. It's called Don't Try Suicide. And I'm like, YouTube, what do you think I'm doing? Oh, YouTube, don't cancel me for saying that. You're the one that recommended it to me.
Yeah. That's so hard, because, like, literally my music taste is, like, everywhere. I swear. Because I love my musical theater, I love my Disney, I love, like, 80s, and I love my, like, 30s music, like, jazz and stuff, and I also love, like, really, what's the word?
Eclectic?
Like yeah. Yeah, like, it's like a huge Mod Podge of stuff.
I definitely think I would have to throw in, and I don't even know how many people are actually going to know who they are. Partridge Family, David Cassidy, and yes, it's a little cheesy, but it's something that's very close to my heart. I really like Brown Eyes. And I always like it because how many songs are actually about brown eyes? I mean, yeah, there's Brown Eyed Girl, but I had a huge thing for David Cassidy when I was younger. We both like older men. It's fine. It's fine. But
there's no harm in it.
Yeah, I definitely would have to add like that one, or I don't know. There's so many good songs of theirs. Like, Come On, Get Happy. It's pretty much me trying to convince myself. Come on, get happy. We'll make you happy.
Yep. Well, I guess I'd be lying if I didn't say Come On, Eileen.
Which, I mean, like, the vibe, yes. The words, no.
No, but, like, that's literally, like, my biggest hype song ever. Like, if I even start hearing, like, a millisecond of that song, I'm up and going. Like, yeah, it's such a hype. Like, I love that song so much. And I think going along with, like, 80s, I don't know why I love this song so much, and even my parents look at me and they're like, hey, it's a good song, but wow. Called Arthur's Theme from St. Elmo's Fire. I love that song so much.
I mean, we're adding things. Let's just say Tarzan soundtrack. I cannot pick one. Yep. All of it. Goofy movie. Goofy movie. The first one. That is me. That is me in a nutshell. If you were to describe me with a song, I love Marianas Trench, but man, I am the Goofy movie soundtrack. You've seen me get really, really into that song. All of them.
Yeah. And I have to say this for you because I'm shocked you haven't said it yet. Like, the entire Hercules soundtrack for you.
I mean, what can I say? It's gospel, like, Disney power music. not that I'm super into gospel, but like I love harmony and and I love a good pump up song. So like, and I'll make a man out of you because
Johnny Osmond.
Johnny Osmond. Which my mom loves the Osmonds. Alright, guys. Well, thank you, Brittany, for doing this.
Of course.
I will. Alright, make sure to like this video and to subscribe for more content. If there's anything you'd like me to do, just make sure you comment it down below. And I'll try to make it happen. Alright, thank you so much. Brittany, you want to say bye to the people?
Bye!